It's time. Lock, load, put on your infinity gauntlet and grab your lightsaber. This is Nerd Talk. Presented by Webeam TV.
Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Friday. Oh, we forgot to do.
I was going to say
we forgot to do
the echo.
The echo. That's awful. That's my bad. Yeah. So hi everybody. Thanks for tuning in. It's Friday night. It's 7:00. If you got cocktails, start slamming. Every time we say Nerd Talk, you got to do a shot. That'd be kind of funny.
Oh, we would be so drunk.
Oh, well, yeah, because we would just say it. Nerd Talk, Nerd Talk, Nerd Talk.
Nerd Talk.
The voice in my head is saying
let's
Nerd
bring
Talk.
in. We got Mark on the line. Hey, Mark, what's up, buddy?
Oh, hi. I just heard a weird voice. I didn't know what that was.
It's scary. So we have a lot to talk about because we didn't do a show last week because Boss Tech was.
Not
I
feeling good.
literally, I ran out of energy, and I'll tell you why. And
You work a lot.
I'll tell you why I ran out of energy. Because the first topic we're going to talk about is not on the notes. It won't be in the description. So, I watch and I follow a lot of people that do what I do. I don't say we do the exact same things, but they do
Similar work. Yeah.
Same field.
Right.
Field.
So, and one of my favorite people, and my kids is the one that got me excited and was really got it where I was. Watching them, right, was Rooster Teeth.
Red vs. Blue is what got me into it.
Right. So, boy, last week was just, and I'm not trying to make light of it. I'm just being honest about it. I have never seen more white guys fall on their white gilt swords in my life. It was all week long, and the more I watched it, it literally drained me. Because it was, granted, they made some mistakes, but I listened to Jeff. I watched Jeff for almost an hour cry about what a piece of shit he was and how he was an awful human being and he never took care of anybody. And I literally wanted to call him on the phone and say, dude, you built a platform that gave so many gamers and so many people a way to get a name for themselves better than anybody.
Yeah, because if he didn't do that, half the shows that are on there that people do wouldn't be popular now.
No, they wouldn't be.
It's because of that.
And I felt bad for him. I'm like, dude, you got to let it. You can't let it go as in, oh, that didn't happen, blah blah blah. He made some mistakes. We all do. Look, back in 2000, white. You want a confession? Here's a confession. 2006, 2007, we were one of the largest production companies in North Pinellas. We were Bayou Productions at that point in time. And, dude, I walked around like I was cock of the walk. I was just badass. We had almost 25 people. I mean, we were producing for television. We were producing for this company that had us all over the country working. I mean, making good money, right? I mean, I was a badass. And I walked around like that. And when the economy crashed, I lost my houses. I lost my cars. They cut my credit cards up in front of me. I had nothing. So I learned that sometimes, in a way, granted, it crashed, right? The economy just tanked. But if I was a really good businessman, a cock of the walk like I thought I was, I'd have had all that backed up and covered so I didn't lose everything. And I had two guys out of all those people that worked for us, two guys that stuck with me because they said, if you can build that, then whatever you're going to do next can be bigger, better, and going. So instead, and I had no money to pay them. I had nothing, right? I mean, our accounts dried up like that. Chain doors, couldn't collect on checks. I mean, it was bad. So they said, how about this? We'll start a new company. We'll all be a part of it together. We'll all be partners. And one of them was black, one of the best audio engineers that I've ever known. I mean, freaking kid was awesome. And then Charlie, who was my editor, was one of the best editors I've ever had in my life other than Rob. And I've had a lot of editors walk through my doors. But I could say something, it was done. I mean, I didn't have to, he didn't say, the one thing that me and Rob talk about all the time is you get an editor and you go, can you do this? Well, I don't know how, but I can go watch YouTube. No, that's not what I want to hear.
Pretty much everybody says that. I can't do it, but I'll learn from
Rooster
YouTube.
Teeth, this company had built this great thing, right? And yeah, maybe Jeff got a little full of himself and blah, blah, blah. And he got a little out of control. We all do. Right, Bernie, same thing. Probably got a little out of control. Really wasn't paying attention. Right, because I mean, I remember watching these guys when they worked out of their apartment. Doing what they were doing. And our goal at WeBeam TV was to be similar to Rooster Teeth. Right, I learned my lesson a while back, so I understand where Jeff was coming from. But to go that far, I feel bad for them. I don't think they had to, and this is why I'm not justifying what was done to the two girls, two women of color.
For the people that may not know what's going on, let's discuss. What are we talking about here?
So Micah, and oh my God, I can't remember her name now. Oh geez, she's on. Oh Christ's sakes, come on, John. Find out she's on Achievement Hunters. Two beautiful women of color. Okay, absolutely gorgeous. There were two black girls. I'm not gonna color code it. They were two black girls, right? But absolutely beautiful and gorgeous. Well, one finally quit because she said she couldn't take it anymore.
Is the other one Fiona?
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Fiona,
right.
Nova,
okay. Long black, long dreads, kind of.
I think so.
Okay. Anyway, absolutely. One finally quit, and then one told the other one, "Hey, look, this is going to be hell for you." Well, here's the thing. I'm not condoning what was said to them. What was said to them, and people, the way they talked to them, absolutely. If they were on my crew, like if somebody ever said anything about Elizabeth, who was on our show every now and then, or Brianna on our show, they would cease to exist.
Well, I would think
I would be calling Mark, going, "Hey, Mark, the Facebook jail that we're in? Well, I'm really in jail. You can come get me, please." Because my wife would be like, "Hell no." But bottom line, I wouldn't allow that to happen. Now, no. We're not as big as Rooster Teeth, right? So I understand the chats on Rooster Teeth. I mean, stuff gets buried, but the girls saw. I mean, Fiona had death threats, and I don't know if people were like, "I'm going to come kill you," or I think it's more of like, "I wish you would die. You suck." Because they were making fun of her.
Still childish to even do that.
And they were,
it's trolling.
Right, and they were making fun of her for not being able to play a game, GTA, right? Which I loved watching her play GTA because I finally found a millennial that I could probably outplay a little bit, and I probably wouldn't be able to outplay her that much because she is pretty damn good at what she does.
I'm pretty sure she can get past the beginning stages.
Oh, shut up about Red Tom. Oh, my God, let that go. I finally got through the training course, for God's sake. But anyway, so... And I know I'm dominating the conversation here, and I apologize, but I just
that's all right.
I feel like they should not have been hammered by the community as bad as they were. Now, I also, on the other hand, believe that if you get into a situation where your morals are being questioned, or you're okay, I'm going to say two things. Okay, first of all, when someone gets offended, that means that person's got some shit in their core that they haven't worked out yet, and being offended is your problem. Insulted is which both of these girls were. Then when you get insulted and your moral stability gets wavered, you either need to get out or step up. Don't sit there and take it forever and ever and ever because you're trying to build a name for yourself. You need to stand up for yourself. And let me tell you something.
The longer you sit there and let them keep doing it, they're going to keep doing it more and more. And more people are going to see it. Oh, they don't care. We're going to jump on this bandwagon.
Right. And see, that's the thing. I have learned. Now, I've been streaming live video since 2004. So I understand this world. And I also understand this world where everybody, if you say one little stupid thing, Even if it's in jest or joke, or you even throw another post up that you think kind of like, well, let me see how this reacts, you will get hated on, and people will beat you down. And it's kind of funny. It's all these people that have no other life than sitting on the internet, and this is what they do. Bottom line.
Yeah, that's
right.
That's been since the dawn of time
Right.
of the internet.
So it's always been there.
That's been from the dawn of time
Yep.
ever. You go to Roman tablets. It's somebody wrote something on a scroll. Well, guess
Right.
what? You got somebody wrote
Exactly.
somebody eats blank on it.
So here's the thing. Look, if the minute your morals get challenged, then you need to don't sit and take it. You immediately stand up and say, I'm not putting up with that crap. You don't throw that shit at me. You don't say it around me. I'm that way. I've been that way my whole life. But if you think standing up for yourself is not going to work, then you need to leave that situation. Yeah. Nobody should sit there and take it forever and ever until it explodes, or until something like this, and then you heap dump on the very company that has given you your chance to be where you're at. And I hate to say this, but in this industry, you have to have super thick skin.
You're going to get people that are going to
That's in any public facet.
As I was going to say, anybody that's in the public,
any public figure,
you got to have it, because you're going to. I don't care what you do, somebody is going to hate on you.
Yeah,
I can't comment on this because I don't know the whole story. But I mean, even in like the paranormal field, there are so many little infightings and different things because some people don't like this group, some people don't like this group, and then if somebody, heaven forbid, brings in politics or religion into the discussion, which are the two no topics in so many businesses, because there is no one right answer in this,
exactly. So
it's best to just leave it, and because your little Facebook post is not going to turn a lifetime subscriber to an opposite religion or an opposite political party to you.
Nope.
No matter, you could put, I saw this guy shoot this guy in the face with a gun, I am a witness.
Yep.
Or if that article says that, if there's any question about it, that it's not going to change that person's mind. It doesn't matter.
Exactly. Now, I just want to make sure that all because I've been following Rooster Teeth now for a long time, and I am a paid subscriber. I am a first watch guy. So
my daughter is too. I wish I knew more about this.
And so it's just I feel, man, I wanted to reach out to Fiona and just. Because I'm a dad, and I get that dad instincts. I just want to reach out and give her a big hug, say, God bless you, we're with you. Don't quit. Don't just Rooster Teeth is going to find a way to make sure that this doesn't happen anymore. And when Micah quit, that was just devastating. And they're such a diverse company. I know they've got their shit. They got problems. Every company's got problems. Every company's got problems, right? And I know people are just dumping on them, but there's the rest of us like okay, fine, you saw your mistake. I'm a big member when I first met Mike and stuff happened like that. I'm like, first thing I'm gonna let you know, you cannot waller around me.
Yeah.
If you waller, I'll pick on you worse.
And you said you're not going to coddle me. Don't waller.
I don't coddle. So Rooster Teeth, you hang in there, guys. You've done a great thing. You've built a great company. I mean, look at their diversity is huge. I mean, people don't know it but a lot of the women on there are gay, right? And they have men on there that are gay, and it's like, and then there's a couple of different that whatever, how I feel. I mean, I have no problem with that, but I don't call it by the sorry, I don't call you by the letters. I just say gay because I'm okay with it's whatever. But they have
it is the G in the community, so
yeah, right. So they have a lot of diversity. It just wasn't as diverse as it probably could have been. But they'll fix it, and I hope to God they get themselves back on track. I mean, because now Bernie has left. And he's not left because I think this was probably the final. My personal opinion.
What broke the camel's back?
This was the final
talking about
straw.
it for a while,
right?
though.
But he had been moving in, and I'm excited because Bernie is freaking creative as hell, and I think because of all the minutia that you have to go through being an owner of a business, sometimes you get squished creatively. I mean, there's like something like I'm just everybody like
look at. Miyazaki stepping down in Studio Ghibli. It's not that
exactly.
He wanted more. He was losing his creativity.
Yeah,
he was stuck at the top.
You just start. I mean, when it comes to Friday, And I know I don't ever want this to become. Pardon me. These Red Bulls are really. I should probably stop drinking them.
Oh, that's my fault for buying them.
But it, by Fridays, when Friday rolls around at 7:00, I have had so much crap going on during the week that I don't get to prep anymore. We lost Josh, and Josh was really good. He kind of knew what I liked, and Josh was able to find that stuff. So if you want to be a nerd on Nerd Talk, I would love to have you guys. I want to get to the point where every week we have some new people, or every other week we have new people, so that way I don't have to be here.
You can take a break.
I can take a break because I understand where Bernie's at. I really do. I understand you get tired. Creatively, you get squashed. I mean, I don't know how Gus does it. And I know, Jeff, he stepped away for just a little bit to go. He went through some getting himself fixed and whole 9 yards, and I get it. I totally get it, right? So, but I just, I really wish them well. I'll never not be a follower because I just, over the years, and believe it or not, Barbara, when she does her open, that show is killer. Yeah. I mean, if you really want to get down to some women problems, watch her show because holy crap, you'll get down to some women problems.
So I want to jump the topics from the order we have because you mentioned a little while ago about putting something on Facebook and it coming pretty much biting you in the butt.
Oh, yeah. It did me.
So, number 8, Flash TV show, actor Hartley Sawyer.
Right.
He's a great character on the show. I loved his character that he plays. He made a comment on Twitter 6 to 8 years ago, and now it's coming back to bite him in the butt. And this is happening to a lot of actors, comedians, and so on.
Now,
unlike what he said.
Well, I will say, I don't want to say them out loud, but they were much worse than the stuff James Gunn said that got him fired off of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, but James Gunn is a much bigger person
still,
than this guy is.
Yeah, and again, though, nobody on his cast is like backing this guy. Whereas
really?
James Gunn had that happen. Everybody was like, oh, it was a mistake, and he's changed. These guys are like, yeah, this guy's, let him go. Let him go.
Well, I mean, okay, so other than The Flash, what has he done?
I don't know anything else he's actually done.
Couple shows when he was kind of younger. So, but this was like his big break part. And honestly, I'm okay if they recast it. So.
Oh, okay. So, and I think that's probably why. I mean, granted, again,
depending on what it said, yes. But should you be held accountable for something you said 10 years ago?
I don't think so. I think we all grow, and we all get better at being a human being.
Because I want to say, we mentioned it earlier, I think last year, Eddie Murphy came out and apologized for everything he did in the 80s, all his gay jokes that he did as a comedian and everything, because he said he looks back now and what he did back then was totally wrong.
Okay, but here's the thing. And again, and I'm not trying to be a dick, but we've lost our sense of humor in this country. And I'm sorry. We used to be able to laugh at each other as a laugh. It was you at my expense. It was. But now, man, you look at someone the wrong way and even utter the wrong word, and you're just demonized.
Well, Mel Brooks came out recently and said that that it is the death of comedy right now because you can't be like what he was. You can't do Blazing Saddles.
Yeah,
today.
That could never be done.
You could never make that. Shoot, you could barely make Young Frankenstein because it's
and again,
got some cringy stuff.
If it was so bad back then, it was so bad, right? Yeah. Then why did those actors do it?
Well, and that's just it. Most of everybody, it's context with time. And that is something that gets lost in this. People of the era talked a certain way, did a certain way, and did certain things. Now, if you are glorifying a time because you won in the war, that's what you do, is you glorify the time that you did. That's history. That's why we learn so much, why even history books from 10 years ago are outdated. Right. And everybody's like, it's history didn't change. Yes, it did. We found out more things.
Right.
And you can't keep teaching from the same history book from 60 years ago.
That's correct.
But unless you've got an original source.
Right.
That's the point. But even then, like I said, it's with this, we've learned. We've grown. I love when we put the warnings, what Disney's doing with the movies, where they put the warnings saying, "Look, this is a product of its time. This, we aren't happy with it now, but we can't just push this into a closet and pretend it didn't exist."
Right.
But then they do that with Song of the South.
Right.
So
which people are wanting to get rid of Splash Mountain now.
They don't want to get rid of the ride. They just want to change the theming.
Change the theme.
And I'll be honest, I'm all for updating themes anyway. I love that the artist, one of the Imagineers, wants to redo it as Princess and the Frog, which I think is a movie that doesn't get nearly enough, plugs from Disney. So I think
I'm not a big Disney person. I don't really care.
I just like that one because it's got voodoo in it.
So, wait a minute now. Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. You can't do that. I'm just saying.
Voodoo.
All right. So anyway, so that was my rant on, and I wish them luck. They'll have my support.
They're doing it right, I think. I think they did go a little overboard with the apologies, but
I do.
Better safe than sorry.
I don't know. They need to let it go. And just fix their problems and be better, because here's what I'm afraid of is I'm afraid they're not going to be entertaining or funny, because they won't know what they can't say, what they can't say.
That's the fear. That is the fear. I mean, look at all the shows that are dropping from Netflix and Amazon and all that, because they're just they don't know. They don't want to risk it. I would rather just put the warning labels on. Say, look, this will offend you. You have to get over it.
Don't
watch it if it's going to bother you. Make it parental guidance.
Yeah.
So make a new rating system. I'm all for that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. As for sensitive, if you're sensitive, don't
sensitive
watch.
Material.
There you go. Okay. So anyway, we're going to move on. The first thing we're going to talk about tonight, is the first Mandalorian Jedi. We're going to talk. We're going to run over this. The first Mandalorian Jedi and his Darksaber was explained. Now this came out of CBR.
Yes.
Of course. Yeah.
Of course. Of course it did.
Too long, did not read. That top flag is exactly why I didn't read it.
Oh, really? Okay, so again, because I guess I'm old. I'll say it, boomer. Go ahead and say it. I'm not a boomer, but I can say it.
Okay, boomer.
I just don't deep dive like everybody else does. I like what I like for entertainment value, and if it doesn't entertain me then, it's probably not going to entertain me down the road. Like now, I don't know what happened to me. I've never immersed myself in something, but I loved the Mandalorian series. Cannot wait for the third series, and now second. And then I'm so anything with Mandalorian in it. I will watch it. I will totally 100% watch it now, because I think it's cool as hell. So explain to me.
Has got that one perfect.
Darksaber. Who has the Darksaber? Is it an actual Jedi who was a Mandalorian?
He's a leader of the Mandalore. He was the first Mandalore Jedi and the creator of the Darksaber. Vizsla, I think is how you pronounce his last name.
Okay.
That's pretty close, yeah.
It's going to be interesting to actually see the Darksaber finally come.
Yeah, because it was a big thing in Clone Wars, right?
Yes.
That's where it came out. And it had originally been introduced in one of the novels. And then Clone Wars picked up on it. And I think a couple of the comics used it as like a side thing.
So is it actually a black saber?
Yeah, it's a black saber.
That's the last episode of Mandalorian. He cuts Moff Gideon cuts his way out of his TIE fighter with it. So
okay. So I thought that was just a laser sword.
No, if you see it, it is a black dark saber. That is the Darksaber.
So he's the Mandalorian?
Yeah.
Well,
he was a Mandalorian Jedi.
And then he turned to the dark side?
We're going to have to see his story.
We'll see.
Man.
We'll see. That's one of the rumors. I think the main rumor is that he killed that guy and took his sword. So
it's going to be interesting. I'm excited to see what they do.
Well, that would explain how he knew everybody.
Yeah.
Because he was naming names and places, and it's like, this dude knows everybody's back history. Holy crap.
I'm just excited because they are looking for somebody. Some casting things have come out for a Grand Admiral Thrawn in live action. Now, he's a great character from the books. Tim Zahn created him for the Thrawn trilogy. my second favorite trilogy behind Knights of the Old Republic game.
Right.
Well, you know, I'm hoping. I know this sounds hope for hope, but I'm hoping for a complete Mandalorian animated series.
I'd be down with that.
I mean,
They keep
I
the same
want
vibe.
them to go back to the beginning and work themselves all the way up to where they are now. I'd watch that in a heartbeat. Hell,
There's one more of that heavy weapons.
if you want to do a what do they call that, the starter thing?
Kickstarter?
Kickstarter. That's a Kickstarter. I could get
Gotta get
behind that
Disney's
bad.
I don't think Disney needs to worry about Kickstarter.
I know, but you know.
Well, they're still hurting pretty bad from the parks closing, but
Right.
they're opening up. So.
Right. So yeah. So I mean, as you can see, I have my child.
Yes.
Right, and he has his little child.
I want to replace the child with the other one.
You go away. You leave my
The
child
Darth
alone.
Maul one.
Yeah, and hey, any of you nerds out there that make really good Mandalorian helmets, hit me up. I'm only seeing one person watch tonight. I'm so sad.
I've shared it, and I'm
It's like,
even.
like nobody's watching tonight. I know it's
there's-
Facebook.
Yeah.
But
There's
anyway,
a couple things going on tonight too. So
what's going on tonight? Hey, Mama Tech's
well-
watching.
there's a couple online conventions tonight.
Oh, that's right. GalaxyCon and
GalaxyCon Tour's got a big thing. A bunch of others. So
nobody's watching.
like all my friends are like, I'm on the TourCon watching Neil Gaiman talk. I'm like, oh, okay, have fun.
Have
I
fun.
can't compete with him. That's
No.
true.
No, you're right. Can't do that.
So
Okay,
watch
so,
us when we're on repeat.
yeah, there you go. So anyway, so the next thing we're going to talk about is GTA Online and Red Dead Online will temporarily close for Honor of Joy. Now this was last week because this is one of the things
That
we're
was
going to
last
talk
week.
about.
Yeah.
It closed down for a few hours.
I don't know how to even. Red Dead, I don't see why Red Dead, but other than it's the same company.
Same company.
So-
That's why.
They're the same servers. They just shut them down for
Okay,
8
so
hours.
GTA Online, I mean, it's that the jokes just write themselves there, and I'm not going to go there because I'd be blasted as a racist. So,
No,
we're all
they-
racist folks. Just get over it. I mean, seriously.
It is what it is. You know, it was a statement.
Yeah.
So,
God,
but I think honestly, it was to update the servers.
yeah.
It's a good reason. This
They
is why
probably
we're going to
need it,
say we're
so.
doing it, but we're doing a system
Yeah.
update.
So we'll
You know that one we had pushed we were going to do in August? Let's do it now.
let's do it now. Yeah.
Like
So,
when COVID-19 was an excuse to push all the construction up.
there you go. There you go. So we're gonna. I mean, not to gloss over it, but this is the one I'm kind of. And I know.
I love this movie.
I know
this
I'm
series.
going to get hammered for this, but I don't care. I watched it as a kid every week. It was.
See, I didn't watch it.
See, it was a
the
TV
original.
show before
Yeah.
it was anything, right? And then when I heard they were coming back to a movie, I'm like, so ever since then. So yes, Mission Impossible 7 to restart filming with outdoor scenes in September.
I'm happy.
Dun, 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 dun.
I can't wait.
I used to, every time I would sneak somewhere, I would sing that out
Yes.
loud and blow all usefulness of sneaking, but
Yep.
it was hysterical. You
It was
had to do
awesome, right? So,
Yeah.
and to me, I've always been a Mission Impossible fan, and believe
I
it or
like Tom
not,
Cruise.
huh?
I like Tom Cruise.
Okay, so
I'm a Simon Pegg fan, so as long as they keep him in there, I'm good.
exactly, he is awesome, isn't he?
He is the best nerd.
Oh.
Nerd. I love his book, Nerd Do Well,
Mhm.
is awesome. So
Okay.
if you ever want a good,
I haven't read a lot of. I don't read, and I can read. Don't,
Get his audiobook.
Don't send me Hooked on Phonics.
No, get his audiobook.
No,
Have him
no.
tell
I
you the story.
actually,
It's
I
great.
actually had that on my iPad, and I read it, and it was freaking awesome. So
So great.
I
read him
watch
and
every-
Jake today, the
every-
same day, and it was great. That was a great day.
everything he does, I'll watch, or I'll
Yeah.
attempt to watch it. I know the backup or the second movie to Paul, which I guess I don't know if you can't call it a sequel, but it was the next one in the line where he was given ultimate powers by the aliens, whether or not they
Oh,
were
the
going to
one-
blow
Terry
up.
I watched that
Jones
last
is-
week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
Terry Jones's last movie. The
Yes,
best bit
yeah.
was that and Robin Williams' last movie because he
Yes,
did the voice
yes,
of the dog.
right. So I watched that. It was funny. It was.
Oh, it's great.
But
It's not fantastic.
so-
It's got all the Monty Python cast.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why I loved it right there.
Their last official appearance.
Yep.
So
So, but yeah, I'm really excited to see. I'm really excited to see the new Mission Impossible come out. So, they just got to hurry up. because
Wonder what stunts Tom Cruise is going to do on this one.
Oh, there's no telling.
Because he's always doing them. He
Well, I
gets
know his
strapped
next
to the
one he's
jet.
flying to space. He booked seats on the Virgin flight
Did he?
so that they can
Yeah.
film in space. They're
Huh.
going to film on the space station.
Really?
I don't know if you can run in space, so I don't know how he's going to do that.
Well, he'll just have to fly.
Yeah,
It'll be interesting.
It'll be
then.
interesting.
that will be the first commercial movie filmed in
space.
like that. I know they did the Apollo 13 movie. They did the vomit comet.
Vomit
so they could do the zero G stuff. So they filmed some scenes like 30 seconds at a time, so they could do some of the 3D zero G effects. But then this one is going to be the first one filmed in space. It'll be a big first.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting.
Okay, so then moving on, Batman vs Superman: Civil War costumer designed NASA's new
New
spacesuits.
spacesuits, the new hotness. Yes.
Now, let me tell you something. That I was super impressed when, first of all, I'm a nerd, and I love the fact that we are now launching back from
Yes.
USA soil. I mean, it was so, and Orlando at that.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God! Well, not Orlando, but you know what I'm saying.
The
the
Cape Canaveral.
Right. And then I saw them walking. I'm like, they got rid of the bulky suits. Holy crap! That's
So much
awesome.
Even
Did
everything.
you look at the console?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's all
It's
touchscreen and
touchscreen.
everything.
Okay, so
Freaking
for those of you that don't watch us on Monday mornings at 11 o'clock, 11
You
a.m.,
probably talked about this.
the tech shamans, we actually
tech-
talked about this because one of the reasons you really can't or weren't supposed to use or weren't able to use touch screens is because of the temperature.
Yeah.
Because it was
And the gloves.
right, so you couldn't do that.
Like wearing gloves trying to use your iPhone.
Yeah,
You can't
it doesn't work, but they made it work, and it's so exciting.
And they've controlled the temperature in that cabin so
Yeah,
much.
well, yeah, now and now that now that you don't have to wear gloves, you can wear fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the finger. Was it the
It's
heated gloves?
the heated gloves,
Heated
yeah.
gloves, so they could touch the screens, and the
It's-
screens themselves would not freeze. So
Yeah.
before,
It-
that's
we
why
are
they
getting-
use those big. Remember those yellow monitors that they used to use in the
CRT?
gray?
Yeah.
Right, because those things generate heat. So
Yeah.
they keep
They stay
themselves.
warm.
So they keep themselves from freezing. Correct.
Yeah.
So-
I even like the new shuttle they're using now because they said if there was anything that happened, it would shot them right out.
Yeah, 2 miles away in
and
20
it lands
seconds.
itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's an actual
2 miles
video
away
of
in
that.
20 seconds.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
So, but it's really cool. I'm really, and so when they walked in, I'm like going, oh, they must put them in the new suits up there. And then when they showed them in the rug, I'm like, oh my God, the suits are like
We
future suits. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
we are so close, guys, for full space tourism. Where right now it's still like millions to go,
Yeah.
and it's a billionaires club.
Right.
But once Elon and everybody gets their stuff together, we're talking 5-10 years. The costs are just going to keep going down,
Right.
down, and it'll be a 2-week vacation in Europe, or do you want to go up to the lunar colony when it's ready?
Right.
Which is not possibly out of my lifetime now. Where I'm happy to see that.
So not to jump off of our things. Have you guys been seeing all the moon shots they have lately, where you're actually seeing stuff happening on the edge of the moon?
Yeah,
They're showing
where
crafts. That's is that the China?
definitely-
Is that the Chinese boys?
we're not sure.
Are they
That's,
already there?
That is definitely big in my community. The paranormal community is all like, these are UFOs. This is definitely something up there. It's something we don't know. It looks unusual. It's still NASA's still just saying it's a phenomenon. It's like
I'm pretty sure that stuff is flying across the lunar surface is not a phenomenon.
It's weather balloons.
Oh
It's
yeah, weather
gas.
balloons.
Swamp gas.
So again, we're going to divert real quick.
Yeah.
Have you watched Space Force yet?
So that's what I was going to say because number 15 is Space Force related.
So we're going to jump to so Mike and I sat down and started watching Space Force.
I love it.
Well, yeah, but I'm going to tell the truth. In the beginning, after the first or two, like the second or
beginning
third,
is slow.
So the second and third, Mike's like, this is not what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I thought they were actually going to be in space the whole time.
I had a feeling that everybody's like, oh, Space Force, it's all going to be shot on the moon. No, it shows the trials and tribulations of this 5-star
building
general
a
or 4-star
military
general.
branch.
Yeah, trying to get something off the ground and work and not work and how to deal with
I
this.
want to see him in space.
You'll never see him in
That's-
space.
No.
He won't.
That won't be
He's
happening.
he's a ground guy.
Yeah.
He's a ground. I mean, he flies jets and stuff like
Yeah.
that, but he's never going to be.
Flies a helicopter.
But and then they would show. It was too funny. They went up there, they landed the whole 9 yards, and then the Chinese were already there. You're like,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
They
love
drive past
the
each
first.
other
I love the monkey and the dog episode.
Oh my God, that was great.
That was amazing. And like I said, I didn't love it, but I liked it. I'll just say that. I
Right.
wanted more, but it was pretty good. And John Malkovich is a treasure, and every scene he's in made me want to watch being John Malkovich over and over and over again.
No, I went back and watched Red. 1 and
Red's
2.
good. Red's good too. Yeah.
The pig. I love the pig, man.
Yeah,
And we actually have a pig, a little stuffed pig in our RV that travels with us because of that movie.
That's why he's there. That makes sense.
Is, yes,
Okay.
because
and what's his name?
Kevin Bacon.
Good.
And it's a pink pig that lays out there. But of course, now the child must take its place. That's just the way it.
I want to make
This
a
is the
saddle
way.
on the pig so the child can
This is
sit
the way.
on him.
This is the way. That would be a good idea. I could kind of sew them together, something like that. So moving on. Great movie. If you've not watched Space Force, go watch it. You'll actually like it.
Yeah, I was going. That's.
All right, go
I
ahead.
said we can. Where was I? I just had it popped up. Space Force show is winning the trademark war with the government.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Government didn't trademark it.
So Space Force, the show
This-
got it.
This reminds
Yeah,
me.
but that'll be an eminent domain. They'll lose it. It won't be hard.
Yeah, it could happen. Yeah, my favorite was back in the '80s. TSR, the guys who make Dungeons and Dragons, made a board game they made a role-playing game of Indiana Jones.
Right.
And because of like several tokens, like the little miniatures
Yeah.
we would use, but they were just little cardboard cutouts, and
Right.
shits. Several of them were Nazis, so they trademarked the term Nazi, and no
Did
one
they
had ever
really?
done that ever.
Well, who
in the
would
world.
want to? Good Lord.
Well, that was just it. TSR did it by just was trademarking the little chits, and so they got that trademark. And when they went out of business, they found out they owned the name Nazi.
No way. Oh, wow.
So Wizards of the Coast got it, and then they didn't know what to do with it. When Hasbro bought them, Hasbro didn't know what to do with it. So I think it's now back out in public domain,
Oh,
but
yeah.
Technically
Everybody
they
owes
own
them
Nazi.
money. For
yeah,
using,
people owe them money.
yeah, every time the word Nazi is used, they owe TR. Oh my God, that's awesome.
Yeah, TSR would have stayed out of bankruptcy if
Oh
they'd
my
known.
God, you know they would have if they'd have collected on that. I mean,
Yeah.
look how many times Life magazines used them. Every
Oh, yeah.
encyclopedia's used them. Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah. But no one had ever copyrighted it before that.
that's funny. So anyway, we'll come on. So
This is
X-Men's
good,
Quicksilver, even
Evan Peters.
Evan Peters.
He's coming back.
into WandaVision.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but they don't know 100% he's Quicksilver. That's still the rumor.
Oh, so
he's been cast in an undisclosed role in
okay.
that. Now he's an amazing actor. He's the reason to watch American Horror
Which
Story.
is interesting if he is Quicksilver, because he played
are introducing the
Quicksilver in
X-Men.
the X-Men version,
Right.
not the Avenger version.
Mm.
So how is that
So
going?
Wanda's,
Yeah.
Wanda's leading into the multiverse because that's Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is supposed to tie into her show.
Oh, that what
so
it is?
This could start being, the beginning of multiverse crossovers. That's what everybody's theory is. I still think he's just playing somebody else.
Yeah.
Like Peter Dinklage, when he came from the X-Men movies, he did not play Trask in Endgame. He played the dwarf, the giant dwarf, which was still a weird joke.
Right. Weird joke.
Like my only part I didn't really get in Endgame. I loved it. I loved Peter Dinklage, but I was like, okay, this is the only slow part.
Did
But
you
it's
guys
okay.
did you guys see what Mama Tech put in the chat?
No.
Kevin Bacon is not giving up his throne.
Oh,
Oh, that is so funny. Oh, we'll let him duke it out. I think my child will win. Just
So the next one I
saying.
showed you last week, and you were excited for
okay,
this.
yeah. So
Lovecraft County? Yeah.
yeah, so I think this one right here we actually have a video for. Hence the red. See, we have a system now.
Do we?
Yep. So you want to play that, Rob? Rob must be in the bathroom.
I love stories. Heroes go on adventures in other worlds, defy insurmountable odds. Stories are like
the living thing. My father,
he wrote me.
said we have a secret legacy, a birthright that's been kept from us in Lovecraft country.
That place, it's not real.
You sure?
They don't like outsiders at all. I found more than a few stories about travelers being attacked in the surrounding woods.
By what?
Gotta go, right now, gotta go.
I know we were all meant to go through trials and tribulations. But this world is haunting us.
Didn't come back around it.
It's like the devil.
The American dream.
Depends on the question, what is reality? What is reality?
Gotta go, right now, gotta go.
That's what it's attacking.
HBO Max.
Okay, so that looks
I'm
good.
told.
Now, when you say loosely, when it says loosely based on the comic,
Yeah.
there's a comic book of this?
Yes.
That's all Mark's World on that.
Yeah, it was an indie run. I want to say Dark Horse.
I never read it.
It was really good, and so they're taking it and running with it. They're not going to pull a Watchmen where it's like a sequel or anything. They are
Right.
doing elements from it. They aren't going to be as official as Lock and Key, but it's going to be. It looks really good, and Jordan Peele, I'm down.
Yeah.
Anything that guy does.
Yep. Well, not anything. I've seen some of the stuff he did, and I know, no. But this does look really good. So while we were watching that, Rob, and yes, there is a guy back there named Rob, put in our ears that say, he goes, hey, so if we're driving in Florida, and Kevin Bacon is on the dashboard, is that 98 degrees of Kevin Bacon?
Yeah.
For you, for some of those,
Well, you guys are within 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, just so you know.
Everybody
by knowing
is.
me.
always.
So,
So,
'cause
like sexy looks. So that so
like
can
three.
they can is that comic still available?
yes, it's still available in a collection. So, and they are doing a second volume of it soon. So,
Okay, because this will probably spur
probably bring it back.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's kind of
Like
good.
Lock and Key's doing a new section too, because they got the Netflix.
I tell you
series.
what, that was a great show. I liked it.
Joe Hill is an amazing writer.
Yep.
I think he's better than his dad, Stephen King.
Right.
So, yeah.
It's just really weird that the ghoul in there changed from boy to girl and slept with everybody. It's
Oh yeah.
kind of interesting. I was like, I don't know where to throw up or go. Okay, well, I hit that. Whatever. Some of them are like,
Go back to
"Oh, it's
Rocky
doing
Horror.
good." Yeah,
Same thing.
I know exactly. So, all right. So this next one, I'm excited for.
Yeah, so 5th edition. So the whole thing, Last Airbender, you can do Dungeon and Dragons finally. In 5th edition, Way of the Four Elements monk subclass wasn't that good.
Right.
So they came out with the new class. Let me scroll down and get the proper name for it. Lacer. It's a copyright-free way to play the Airbender.
Hey, mouth to microphone. There you. You don't have to eat it, but you got to be in front of
So
it.
I was moving. So yeah, you can play as a Lacer class, and it's a copyright-free way to play as
But
Airbender.
you can move it down a little bit. Actually,
It's awesome.
yeah.
So I'm happy you can play. as
So
an
can I be
Airbender.
the crazy old Airbender that Aang meets?
Yeah.
That's my favorite guy.
See, I haven't watched the show as one of my weak points.
on
My daughter's been
Netflix.
trying to get me to watch it.
Watch it.
I've been trying to get her to watch all the classic Lupins,
Right.
and her trying to get me to watch this has been kind of a, one of these days I'll get down to it. But there's like 20 seasons of that. I don't have time for that.
I have.
Oh.
Okay. So I have already watched the first 5 seasons.
Okay.
There's not 5 though.
4 seasons.
3.
No.
Yes, I think there's only 3 books.
No, I'm sorry. Our first 5
Oh, episodes?
episodes.
Oh, I thought you meant seasons.
Oh, okay.
Not the seasons. I'm sorry,
believe-
my bad.
All right,
I
I was
think
saying, yeah,
that was the old guy brain fart. Yes,
No, it's okay. I know there's I just know there's a ton of episodes to watch.
I've
so.
already started going. I mean,
It's great. I remember when it was on TV the first time.
I do too, and it was my kids watching it, and I'm like, "What is this?" And I sat down and watched. I'm like, I really like that. That's really good.
What got me hooked is I moved to Tampa for a girl, Alyssa, and we're still best friends, actually. And when I moved in with her, she would always watch Cartoon Network. I'm like, why are you watching these stupid cartoons? And I had to sit there and watch it because she wouldn't change it. And after like 3 episodes, I'm like, okay, I'm hooked now. I like this damn show.
Oh, I mean, that was when that was on, I watched that, and then I watched the Bear pilot.
Tailspin?
Yeah, Tailspins.
Tailspin?
One of my favorites.
I can't go wrong with that.
Nope.
I did
Life lessons every time you watch one. So,
did intern work on a couple of those Disney afternoons, so that was kind of fun.
So there is a how can Mark be our dungeon master if he doesn't know the show?
I'll run something else.
I'll run something else.
We'll get Dylan to be the dungeon
I'll put you
master
through
for
5
this one.
seasons of Ash versus Evil Dead that got canceled.
Because we are gonna start the D&D tabletop thing, but we're right now we're production of Eerie Travels, and hopefully Perry Geeks, but we have got to start the new tabletop game.
So the next one,
got it right.
We already talked about Flash. The next one, it excites me a lot, and I know Mark was happy because we talked about it a little bit yesterday. Bill and Ted, the 3rd movie, Face the Music, officially got
excellent to each other.
A little teaser trailer.
We have a trailer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's play that bad boy then, because I want to see it.
25 years ago, you played a concert in front of the entire world. 1 month ago, you played in Barstow, California for 40 people, most of whom were there for $2 taco night. Bill and Ted, what have you got to say for yourselves?
Be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes.
You were supposed to unite the world and save reality as we know it.
Bill, we've spent our whole life trying to write the song that will unite the world. Why can't we just go to the future when we have written it?
Whoa! And take it from ourselves.
But isn't that stealing?
How is that stealing if we're stealing it from ourselves, dude?
No way!
How'd you like our song?
It's a little on the dark side, but you know, that's cool.
Okay, so
Okay.
I'm going to talk about this for a minute. So
All right,
in the
that's fine.
second movie, they're trying to save the world. They got to come up with the ultimate song, and they still haven't got the song yet. And that's the whole point of this. And we know their daughters are going to be in the movie, both of them. And the daughters' names were actually announced in the other movie. The Ted's daughter is Billy, and Bill's daughter is Teddy.
Teddy.
They named their daughters after each other.
So
Wow. That's just.
They traveled through time to get better at bands so they could play.
Yet
so we
they
know they
never
can play.
found the music. What else was there? Death is Back, which
Yes,
same
William Sadler.
actor. Sadly, the best character isn't in it, George Carlin. I hope they do some kind of
A homage.
homage to
There'll
him.
be a tribute of some
An
sort.
homage.
But yeah, I'm super excited. It's been, I think the movie came out in 91 was the last movie.
I think so.
So it's been quite a while since we've had Bill and Ted.
But will we have Station?
I love Station, the big... Did you watch Bill and Ted too?
Mm-hmm.
So the big furry creature.
Station.
Hopefully he comes back.
Yeah.
You like furries, do you?
I like.
I hear Rob. I hear Rob from out here. That was because you knew that was coming.
Yeah.
You knew that was coming from me. That's just.
So it's going to be interesting because we know in one of the scenes you see them both dressed up in suits. So I think both of their daughters or one of them may be getting married. So I'm thinking they're
or
trying.
A court date. You never know.
They're to come up with the love song. They got to travel through the future so they can write the ultimate song for their daughter's wedding. And one of the futures they go to, time travel, whatever they're doing now, is them in jail, in prison. That's why you see.
Yeah, and they've written this death song.
Yeah,
that's in the trailer there. Yeah.
Both of them have Wild Stallion tattoos on them while they're in prison and everything.
Wild Stallions.
I
was in Facebook jail for a day. I understand completely.
Yeah, I started a whole hashtag free mark from FB jail.
Yeah, I got a tattoo. I joined a gang. It was bad time. It was a bad time.
Bad times. All right, so the next one is Hollywood's reportedly preparing for CGI sex scenes to combat COVID-19.
I gotta say, I did not have that on my COVID-19 bingo card.
No.
My favorite was was it Health and Human Services Department?
Glory
gave
holes.
out tips. Yes.
Oh yes, I saw.
Suggesting creative positions or using devices to cover your face, or cover the body, and glory holes is basically what they're suggesting.
Yeah,
I'm like, did not expect that. Oh my
God. Health services. Yeah. By the way, that's called glory holes. No.
Yeah.
No. No. And next thing,
not what I expected.
The next thing it'll be
tax dollars at work, ladies and gentlemen.
It'll be the Demolition Man, where you have the two helmets.
Yeah.
the two helmets.
Now, you remember that?
Gel.
He was right. He's ready to get it on, and then she freaked the hell out. I'm like, yep. Touchy's better. Just saying.
So, do you like those arcade cabinets that came out a couple years ago?
Yes. They're
arcade cabinets.
Yeah, the little mini arcade cabinets. ThinkGeek sells them.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
They're coming out with new ones.
Really?
Yeah. This Pac-Man X-Men game, which makes me happy because I love the X-Men game.
Is that the Street Fighter X-Men, or is this... Right. Yeah, this is Marvel versus Capcom and X-Men versus Street Fighter. This isn't still the one I want. I want the side-scrolling brawler.
Yeah.
6-player X-Men, thank you very much.
But who knows? They still can come out. Galaxy's coming out.
Are they tiny?
Pac-Man Plus. Yeah, they're the mini
these are still the third size, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be good to have them here. You could sit in the chair while you're playing them
like
here.
$500.
Down in Bradenton, they just opened a shop called Epic Game Rooms. And they sell full-size arcade equipment and stuff like that out of the mall down there.
In the X-Men, games included in the arcade 1-Up X-Men vs. Street Fighter cabinet is X-Men Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom Clash of Superheroes, X-Men Children of the Atom, and X-Men Mutant Apocalypse.
All right. Well, all righty. Me and Rob would rather just have a big pool table in the studio.
I want one of the multi-cades. I wouldn't mind a multi-cade, although... Stern just did the new Munsters game a few months ago. They just did a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles full pinball machine now that looks freaking crazy awesome.
Really?
So, yeah. I'll have to share the video of next week. I'll bring the videos of some of the new Sterns. Those are great.
Okay, so this next one
we have a little video.
Huh?
Little video I found.
No, we know you're missing Doom Patrol.
Is that one next?
Yep. So I watched.
Yeah, no.
What?
Yeah, you're skipping one.
How am I skipping one?
Before Doom, it's 12.
Oh, yeah. How about that? Yeah. All right.
Did you see this yet?
No.
Legion of Superheroes.
Oh.
Legion of Doom.
Let's watch this and see how
it's
bad
actually
it's going to really be.
You got to play the sound.
Meanwhile, the Legion of Doom attempts their very first Zoom call. The Legion of Doom is in session. This is Lex Luthor. Due to the COVID infection, we can't be commuters. We have gathered here today from the safety of our computers so we can turn the Justice League into just some losers. Toyman, what's your plan? How should we do this? Never mind, I can see you're talking, but your mic's still muted. Now, Brainiac, bro, you really need to hit that mute button. You have too many devices. We're getting a feedback loop. I'd call on Captain Cold next, but he stopped moving. Hello, Captain Cold? I guess your computer's frozen. Bizarro, stop with the laser eyes. It ain't a joke, man. Great, you overheated your PC and now your computer's broke, man. This virus is amazing, almost makes us look lazy. Did you guys see Tiger King? Man, that show was crazy. Till they find a cure, we shouldn't be in a room together. But while the world's on hold, we can still bring the terror. Let's get these heroes removed, make them sleep in they tombs. Cause Justice League's gonna lose to the Legion of Doom. But due to COVID, it's true, we can't be in the same room. No longer bring the doom, we're now the Legion of Zoom. Black Manta, what do you have for us now? Wait, stop the banter, your mic sounds watered down. Gorilla Grodd, you're a king, so why are your troops acting out? Are those gorillas in your midst or a virtual background? Speaking of which, Cheetah, are you really calling from a jungle? Cause every time you speak, I only hear purrs and mumbles. We're supposed to be villains, the greatest of cutthroats. The way we're going about this is making us look dumb though. Giganta, your stream is choppy, just disconnect. Prehistoric technology, dial up internet. Scarecrow, I like your mask. Would you make something for the team? Then we can finally escape the grasp of quarantine. So riddle me this, Riddler. Why were you believing that it was okay to wear pajamas to a Legion of Doom meeting? You see, this is what I mean. We're an inferior team. We've got to dress professionally to be taken seriously. Let's get these heroes removed, make them sleep in their tombs. Cause Justice League's gonna lose to the Legion of Doom. But due to COVID, it's true, we can't be in the same room. No longer bring the doom, we're now the Legion of Zoom. Can't bring terror to the scene when we're locked away. Social distance put a squeeze on how we operate. We must stop the Justice League cause we are the greats. Gonna steal the vaccine and get inoculated. Can't bring terror to the scene when we're locked away. Social distance put a squeeze on how we operate. We must stop the Justice League cause we are the greats. Gonna steal the vaccine and get inoculated. Let's get these heroes removed, make them sleep in their tombs. Cause Justice League's gonna lose to the Legion of Doom. But due to COVID, it's true, we can't be in the same room. No longer bring the doom, we're now the Legion of Zoom.
Well, that was pretty good.
It was pretty cute.
That's what happens when I watch YouTube too much.
They did a Mass Effect one a few years ago that was really good. Same guys. So.
Do you know who they are? The people that did it?
I don't remember the names off the top of my head, but yeah, they did one for scanning for minerals for Mass Effect 2, and it was we had that. We still have that on our playlist on our MP3 player because it was so fun.
Okay, so can we go to Doom Patrol now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank God.
But apparently it's going to HBO, I heard.
Which
now?
is HBO Max.
Yeah, HBO Max.
So it's coming off DC.
HBO Max is saying that they're going to rotate DC content in and out because there's a lot of stuff that's already on leaving soon on HBO Max that is, it just started. When they're already removing stuff.
I can see that because Stargirl is on DC Network. It gets comes out live on Monday nights. Then Tuesday you can watch it on CW. So is DC struggling that bad?
Yep.
Yeah, well, DC is owned by Warner Brothers, who also owns HBO.
Yeah. Right.
So why do you need the multi-services?
Right.
But DC Universe is they're really wanting to promote the comic app like Marvel Ultimate does. Marvel Ultimate does the comics and doesn't do any of the shows, but now, because they've got Disney Plus for that. So this is DC Universe. That's the question. Is it going to stick around? It's got a lot of subscribers, so probably will. But at some point, it's probably going to get folded into HBO Max. That's the crazy part about all this.
Well, I'm just glad they're doing it because I liked Doom Patrol.
I love season 1.
I haven't watched it.
Really?
Yes. I don't have DC Network down in my Hobbit hole.
Sad.
Yeah.
Gotta fix that.
It's come up and watch it on mine.
Yeah.
I'll watch it again.
Okay.
From the very get-go. I liked it.
That was great.
Yeah, so... All right, so I guess the next thing is we're going to talk Danny's.
Didn't you want to play the trailer?
Oh yeah, we did have a trailer. I didn't even see that. Wow, let's play that bad boy.
If you want to understand what I've done, I needed to find a way to outlive my daughter. So I began my experiments in search of immortality. I'd make some adjustments to people. Barry.
Anyone I get close to, it always ends in pain.
Rita.
Sometimes the easiest pain to ignore is our own.
Jane.
I've got 64 personalities. I'm Miranda.
Penny farthing, sir.
Baby doll duck! Hey Siri, what's the Doom Patrol?
Stop doing that. My name's Vic. I'm dealing with some kind of post-traumatic stress.
Booyah. And you, Cliff.
Get your ass back here!
Oh, yeah! What's up with his daughter? Dorothy's missing. She will unleash hell on Earth.
I told you to be polite.
And you will be powerless to stop it. Help me find her. Get on this rocket ship. Get on this rocket ship.
I don't know how you handle things like this.
Well, typically we just kind of wing it.
You bring the sun, I'll bring the open sky, you bring the moon.
So you want to become a superhero?
No.
We go together so well.
My powers have gotten pretty impressive. Now I'm going to go. Get a ladder.
What a morning, what a night.
Those annoying, feckless losers that I live with are my family. They may be spineless, but I know deep down they all care about me.
Ready for a hug?
Do not.
Coming in for the hug. If we want to be a team, we have to make the effort.
Time to take out the trash.
Let's go!
Yep.
So excited.
Cannot wait.
Looks
That's gonna
good.
be awesome. So you get caught up on DC, and then when it comes out, you'll be like, okay, that's good.
Or you can watch season 1 on HBO Max now too.
Oh, that's right. Oh.
I don't have HBO Max, and
I do.
I'm gonna have to get the password.
Well, actually, if you have Amazon Prime,
yeah,
you have HBO Max.
Do we?
I thought that was just a free trial. Is that permanent?
Well,
Okay.
yeah, but if he's not used that free trial yet,
I haven't used
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah, use that free trial.
Boom, shakalaka boom. All right, so we're gonna move on to Danny's diary.
Yeah,
I have not seen this, so
the guy that's
Danny
been killed
Trejo,
the most times.
Machete.
in movies.
yeah, I know who he is. It's just
Yeah.
what did he? Was he
Talk
playing?
about a guy who's
Yes.
turned his life around.
Yeah, because didn't he go prison for murder?
He was in prison for a long time.
Yeah.
Then Robert Rodriguez finds him, casts him in a couple movies, and the next thing you know, he's Mr. Good Samaritan. He's gives everything to the community. He's huge.
He even owns a
definitely
food truck,
someone to
a taco
idolize.
food truck.
Yep.
Hey, that's
And
racist.
you see that in the game.
That's racist.
He
Don't
has
talk
his
about
own Animal Crossing island.
What are you saying?
He has his own taco truck, and I want to eat tacos from it.
He supports his community and his culture.
Yes, he does. Let's watch the video.
I love fishing, as you see. I got my fishing pole all the time. Venice has a Muscle Beach in it, and I used to work out down there. They made actually a postcard. There was a postcard with me in it. You have to have a boombox on the beach.
It wouldn't be Muscle Beach without a boombox, that's for sure.
We have a Trejo's taco stand here on Danny's Island. Watch, I'll show you. Come on, follow me.
Okay, so you making me some tacos or what?
Absolutely. We have a pineapple fritter that is the best in the world. Anthony Bourdain said he wouldn't eat anywhere but my restaurant. He loved it when he ate there. He liked the fact that we have vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free, and you can bite into a cow if you want to. And
Oh, do you have a full inventory?
yeah.
Did you just have a butterfly in your pocket?
Yep. Okay, sweet.
Oh, look at that. What did you learn?
Matryoshka?
Is that the Russian nesting dolls?
Ah, yes, I even have one of those.
Aren't you worried someone's gonna come and shake it and take your money?
No, people look at me and they say, no, we'll try something.
We had a guest on the show named Mary Kish. She was a great guest, very helpful, gave us pointers after the show, and then she went and shook his money trees and took all his money. So apparently Gary's not as intimidating as you.
Okay, we'll go to my house right now. Here's our city hall. You know, at Los Angeles, love the Rams.
Oh, nice.
Oops, I can't find my house.
That happens to me all the time.
Usually when I've been partying. Here we are.
So is this a show that he's on?
Yeah.
It was on a Nintendo. Was it Nintendo Direct? Right? Or
yeah, I believe
was
so.
It just, yeah, they have him showing off his Animal Crossing. He's huge in Animal Crossing. He opened up his island to people a lot. He goes to people's islands and drops stuff off for them and stuff. So
really?
He loves the game.
I haven't gotten to my island yet.
No.
He'll probably stab me.
I know. What was it? Some guy had some record amount for the whatever, one of the things that you sell on the stock market, and he posted it. And Elijah Wood showed up at his island to sell stuff.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh yeah, for turnips.
Turnips.
Yeah.
That's it.
So
See, I can't play because someone has my Switch.
So yeah, every Sunday morning between 5 a.m. and noon, the little girl comes up, Fannie Mae, I think, I don't remember her name, something May, and she sells you turnips. And every week they change price. So from Monday till Saturday, you can sell your turnips in the little Nook's shop. 5 a.m. till 12, they're one price. Then at 12, they change till 9 o'clock. Good thing is, if you're in Facebook groups, you can go to other people's islands if they're selling, because it's a gamble. The most my turnips have sold on my island have been 114, I think, and that's not much of a profit. So I usually go other people's islands and sell it for like $500-$600 per turnip.
And that's exactly what happened. Some guy posted that on
like
Twitter.
4 million so far in the game. 4 million bells.
Somebody put that up on Twitter, and everybody went to this guy's island, and Elijah Wood was one of the ones that showed up. So
you own your
enough
soul.
about Animal Crossing.
You own your soul to Tom Nook. He's an evil man in that game. Raccoon.
Okay.
He takes all your money.
I've not played it yet, so
don't worry. It's slave to debt.
It is.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Oh, I'm already living that. I don't need to worry about.
Exactly. That's my life.
Crap.
I don't need that in a game. I don't need stress.
Okay, so we're gonna jump. The next one is gonna be. I think this is what everybody's kind of been waiting for.
I'm so happy with it.
The PlayStation 5 console has been finally revealed.
Yeah. A disc version and a discless version.
What?
Yeah, because a lot of people prefer just buying it over online, buying your games and downloading them. I still prefer having the actual disc. I like having a physical copy.
Well,
if they'd gone digital only, GameStop stock would have dropped to $1 a share or less.
Yeah.
It's paid at $5 a share.
Okay, so what happens if you get the discless, right?
You can't trade it.
That's almost saying like dickless.
Yeah.
So what happens if all of a sudden you're playing and all this stuff you've downloaded and then it burns up?
It's on the cloud,
Yeah,
so you'll
it's-
be able to
yeah,
re-download
it's cloud.
It's like Xbox Live.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the new Xbox is letting you download any old Xbox games you have digitally, or Xbox 360 games, or even Xbox One, any Xbox One game.
Really?
Select Xbox 360s and select Xbox One games. If you already own them on your Xbox Live account, you'll be able to download them on the new system.
Really?
So the new Xbox looks really weird. It's pretty much
We're not
like
there yet.
we
We're not
don't
there
have
yet.
that,
We're
but
at the
it's a big tower. It's just a square tower.
Well, we got a video, so let's go inside the new PlayStation 5 console.
Yeah.
8K support resolution.
That's pretty good.
Frame rate is 120.
It's sexy. I'll tell you
funny
right now,
if
it's
you-
sexy.
So you compare the new Xbox and the new PlayStation spec wise, they are right down the same, running 8K, running all that. It's going to be
Same
just like
frame rate.
before. You're just going to be whatever system you like. You're going to buy the new one.
It's holiday 2020, so probably around November. Pre-orders have not been announced yet. GameStop has it. Go on their website. You can sign up for it. So when pre-orders do happen, I'll let you know. I'd rather get the PlayStation before the Xbox because I want what we're going to be talking about in a minute. Is that next?
Yeah, the Spider-Man game.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Okay, so I was watching the graphics for this earlier. Hey, are we still live on Facebook? Okay. I keep
still
getting an
live.
error loading.
I had that yesterday.
On my phone.
I had that. Well,
but it was still working.
Yeah, we were doing Comic 101. We had that
in the beginning.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, the new Spider-Man game, Miles Morales.
Right.
It's made by the same company that did the last Spider-Man game for the PS4, and that was probably the best Spider-Man game ever.
I have to say, I watched the trailer, and there's certain scenes it looks really super good, and then some scenes it's like, why'd you even bother?
It's still early days of a new console cycle. That's always the early games. Look at those Xbox One, PS4, Xbox One launch videos versus the way they are now.
Yeah.
I mean, look, and then same thing.
So
that's why I'm surprised
that's
they're
with every
making this a
generation.
launch
Hey,
game.
Rob, can you run that run that promo in the Nerd Talk box so we can talk over it while it's going? Because we don't need to hear the music. It's just, I'll give him that. Because when they did the close-ups of his face,
it's an older Miles.
Yeah, he's not the young one.
Yeah, we're not getting a young kid, Miles.
This is like what they did with the Spider-Man game.
Yeah, in the
A
last
different
Spider-Man game, Miles is actually in the game as Miles. He doesn't have the powers yet. I haven't finished the game yet, but he's still a little kid. So this one, first they said it's addition to the game. Now they're actually saying it's a standalone game.
Oh, okay.
It's not add-on.
Yeah, I think this started using the old engine, and now they've updated it for the new console.
Oh, have they? Okay.
Yeah.
Because if you look at it, like, so here it's going right now. If you look at it, some of the shots are really, they're really crisp. They're clean. They look really, really good. Yeah. And then it seems like the not so important scenes are pixely, and
it's probably the actual scenes.
It's probably
from
the 8K cutscene versus the 4K gameplay. Yeah, so.
But even if you go 8K to 4K, you're not going to see that difference.
No,
it's
probably even
the
going
human
down
eye
to,
doesn't see that.
Yeah, it's probably even going down to 1080 or something.
Yeah, exactly. So
and again, this is still early days. We'll see how it looks closer to launch, but some of this just looks incredible.
Oh no, absolutely phenomenal. But there's just, I'm like, okay, some they got sloppy on, they really did. Like, it's just a trailer, blah blah blah. Or it was that looks great.
Yeah,
and so we know so far the game's going to take place during Christmas time because there's snow in the game.
Yeah.
And when he passes through one of the buildings, you actually see Christmas wreaths and everything on the building. Yeah.
Okay. So I didn't really see it that.
Yeah, I watched a video earlier about the full breakdown, like screenshot by screenshot of everything.
Okay.
So I'm excited.
You're excited?
I'm excited.
You like Spider-Man.
I like Spider-Man. I think Miles is actually a really good Spider-Man. I actually watched
It's a great story, yeah.
I watched Into the Spider-Verse actually today.
He's the only guy who survived when they destroyed the Ultimate Universe. So it was him and Spider-Gwen. They were the only two that made it over. So.
Spider-Gwen.
So I'm happy to see that. Hopefully we're not going to get the whole... I think it'll start off where he's already Spider-Man and you're not going to have to go through the beginning of it since he is older.
Okay, well...
All right.
It's
moving on.
You should play the Spider-Man game I have. It's for the PS4.
Okay.
I have it.
I have a PS... whatever.
Yeah, you can play it.
I have an Xbox whatever too, the newest, not the newest, and I don't have a 5, but I got it. It's all sitting over in the studio. It's over there, hooked up, and no one ever comes in and plays it.
No.
It's so sad. It's like they don't get no love. No love.
Mine don't get no love at the house, so it's
They
okay.
weren't getting no love at the house. So yeah, exactly. Well, let me see what's next. Oh yeah. So Danny O'Neill, one of comics' most influential, has died, and this was sad.
Yeah, that's
very sad.
He wrote some of my favorite Batmans. Again, Green Arrow, Green Lantern.
Yep.
He did. World's Finest. I think his run on that is probably one of the greatest ever. He's written for all of them, but DC was primarily his home, and that's heartbreaking.
It is, but hey, look, everybody's going to pass away in this world.
And you can't argue he had a great run.
Yes, he did. So, and he was well loved.
Oh yeah, he's definitely not one that had any controversy.
I don't think he ever had any controversry. Did he?
Yeah, there's no dark, John Byrne days or anything like that, or Jim Shooter, or Joe Quesada controversies. Yeah.
So this next thing is Elizabeth's.
I put in chat. I thought it looked cute. Elizabeth wants the game.
Oh, really?
This is why she's buying a PlayStation.
So we have a trailer. We can put that in the box too if you want to, Rob, instead of going full screen with it. So let me guess. You're a cat. You got a backpack. But how do you get stuff out of the backpack? Because you got no thumbs. It's all paws.
I don't know. It just looks
magic.
Cute.
Oh, the cat goes. And magically it comes out.
Who knows? Probably. It's. I can't wait to see it. It did look really good.
I thought we had a trailer for it. It's red. Oh, okay. Yeah. So this is one of the first top 5 games that are coming out for the PS5.
Yeah.
Huh.
Along with Resident Evil.
Yeah. Now, see, I love Resident Evil.
That's going to be a good one.
Yeah, that's going to be first-person shooter again.
Is it really?
It's been a while since they've done that.
That's going to be cool.
Yep. Called The Village, and the VII a part of Village is 8 if you look close.
Right.
So it's Resident Evil 8 technically. But this looks really just the
that's
graphic.
A person with a backpack.
Yeah.
How is that a cat? Or do they turn into a cat? Oh no, there's the
cat.
There's the cat.
And where's the cat get the backpack?
I don't know.
Who gives the cat?
No, but he has it in the picture. I don't know. I haven't watched this trailer yet, so.
Oh, you haven't seen this either?
I haven't seen the trailer. I just read the article about it. So.
Okay. Well, I mean, you gotta give it to cats, man. They can.
It looks cute.
Is that a dog rubbing the cat's shoulders?
Now he's got the backpack.
Okay. Are these humans? No, they're robots.
No. Yeah.
Like a little futuristic type game.
Yep. Yeah, this looks
cyberpunky.
Yeah, very much. Probably Fallout.
Well, there's
Fallout
other ones
dogs,
too
so.
that you've had dogs. I remember one on a PS2 where you were
great.
a dog.
It looks great.
I guess. All right,
Elizabeth is all over it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, she likes the animals.
Yeah.
She hangs around with us, so she must not.
I'm probably allergic to the game. So.
Oh. Could you imagine that if you couldn't play games and if you were allergic to something that was in the game?
Oh, that would be terrible. That may happen with virtual reality at some point.
Yeah.
Make sure none of
for a
your
while
games.
there,
Mark couldn't play any vampire games
I
because of
remember.
garlic.
Yeah, I remember Doom 2 came out with. They had some guy came out with an expansion for it that made smells on this weird machine that you put next to your computer.
I'll pass on that one.
I remember I was allergic to that, and I'm like, oh, I guess I'll never play that. So.
No. Okay. Okay. So
this next one just leaked.
Yeah.
Like yesterday.
Okay.
So EA Play was going to announce a secret game called Project Maverick, and it looks like Xbox kind of pushed it out a little quick.
Oops.
And it is Star Wars Squadrons, an X-Wing game. I love me some X-Wing.
So is it going to be like Rogue Squadron then?
They're saying, but it's also multiplayer. So a little bit of Battlefront maybe, but more actual action. I would love if they went old school, like the original X-Wing and X-Wing versus TIE Fighter and TIE Fighter. TIE Fighter is still one of my favorite computer games of all time.
That was a great game.
Well, my favorite part in Battlefront 2 was being able to fly and do the fighting and dogfight in the air.
I remember when that first came out. That was awesome.
I don't think that's going to be an Xbox only, but I do think it's going to be, it'll probably have an exclusive downloads or something. That's why it's going to be part of the Xbox announcement instead of the Microsoft announcement. But it is, part of EA Play. So
that's awesome. Maybe it'll save them.
The page was still up earlier, but if you clicked on the pre-order link, it went to a 404. So
that sucks.
Yeah.
All right. So now Skyman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, this is my old buddy, Dan Miernick, who was one of the co-directors of a little project called the Blair Witch Project. And he's done a lot of directing and stuff over the years, a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff.
Right.
His partner died in a plane crash, so he hasn't really, he's done what he's done.
Got it.
And, so this is one of his new ones, and I am super excited. He's going back to his classic faux documentary style.
Right.
And maybe more. And so watch the trailer and tell me what you think.
Trailer. Let's go full screen with this.
With reports of an alleged triangle-shaped UFO in the
Some local residents claim to have seen an unidentified flying object just after sunset last evening, with one young man even claiming to have been visited by what he describes as a skyman.
He didn't look human. I knew he wasn't a human.
He has been so razor-sharp focused. I guess I just figured he was finally, ready to tell his story.
Here's the HGH.
I'm telling you, it was really, really loud. I was standing right here, and it was like...
It's our magnet, or what's left of it. It was propelled somehow.
Okay, so what? You really think that aliens did that?
I don't know what to think, Gina. All I know is something's going on, and I don't think it's human-related. Arthur C. Clarke once said, "A sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic." And I've always liked magic.
Okay, so when does this come out, Mark?
It's very soon. I think it's coming this fall, and it's still in talks of whether it's going straight to streaming or if it's coming back to theaters, because theaters are still up in the air.
Where's he out of?
Originally he's out of Orlando, but now he's out of L.A. But they came up with the whole Blair Witch Project because of the Hog Island witch stories that Charlie Carlson from Weird Florida told him.
Right.
And that's why if you ever watched the Curse of Blair Witch, which was the documentary
I saw
that came out before the movie, that was what they originally were making.
Okay.
And then they realized when these guys went out in the woods, they had a whole different movie that they had improv.
So you think we could get him in a Zoom?
Possibly, I could reach out.
Okay.
I could reach out. It's been a while, but
Yeah, but you know what?
I'm sure he'll be happy to promote his new movie.
Yeah, exactly. Start trickling him on him now. So so we have 4 minutes left. Okay, so I was watching AHC yesterday, American, and I don't know if you guys know what that is. It's they talk about old military stuff and
okay.
AHC, right?
Yeah.
So yesterday they were talking about the German the World War II, right? And how at the end of, or when the Nazis knew that the end of the war was coming and they lost, that all these generals and uppers were turning themselves into the United States of America so they wouldn't get killed, right?
Right.
And so one of them turned himself in and helped them with the back end spy network, so we could spy on Russia. Right? Yeah. Okay. Yep. So, do you happen to know what his name was?
Was that
Galen?
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Galen helped with a spy network into the Nazi, for the United States behind, the Nazi and in Russian lines. So, what was the name of the man in Rogue One that built the Death Star?
Was Galen whatever Urso? Yeah.
Right. So is it kind of funny that they took a little bit? I almost feel like that the Star Wars took a little bit from history. It's going.
Oh, they've always done that.
So Galen Urso was technically, even though he worked for the well, not the First Order, it would have been the Empire, and he made it where there was a port that could be
exposed,
right?
Left
Exactly.
the reactor exposed.
So it's like, he was a back end spy. And the same thing in real life was this Galen, who is actually a spy.
That's the plus of the prequels, is that it's watching the rise and fall of the Roman Empire.
Yeah.
And that was what Lucas was so inspired by.
So I'm sitting there going, and I'm watching this thing, and because I watch all the old stuff, and I like it, and I love the History Channel.
I can't watch
right. So I'm sitting there going, right. And then it was like, holy crap! I just put two and two together. I'm like, Galen Urso, Galen, and they called it the Galen. They actually named the whole operation back then there Galen. I'm like, well, I'll be damned.
Well, it was like Operation Paperclip was to get all the Nazi scientists out so that we could use them for our space program, and that the Russians couldn't.
My COVID thing. Oh, okay, we have one more. This is cool. So I saw this post today. I don't care if it's true or not. It's funny as hell. Go ahead and put it up, Rob. So, state of emergency breaking news. Patient infected in COVID-19 comes back to life. It was just only time. We finally have zombies coming back.
Oh, sadly. I wish. I was more concerned about the 30 Russian jets, 3 Russian jets 30 miles off of Alaska.
But that's common. They've always had that happening.
No, not that close.
Not that close.
Never that close. It's 100 mile. It's 100 miles.
They're over the line that they're not.
You're allowed to send spy planes over. Everybody's allowed to send spy planes over everybody. But now, even then, we're talking about ending that treaty because, that even nobody's following the rules on that.
Shit's getting crazy.
This is I did not have World War III on my bingo card, but it is down there. It's in the bottom corner.
But zombies zombies on there.
Zombies always
Just
on there.
saying. Yeah. All right, everybody. So that's the show tonight. We really appreciate everybody watching, and I got no comments. So other than Mama Tech putting in her Kevin Bacon's not giving up his throne. So I know there's a lot going on, but for all
I'll be honest, I'm tuning into Neil Gaiman in 20 seconds.
Oh, there you go. So we got to go because we got shit to do. Anyway, y'all have a good weekend. We'll see you next Friday.
See you on the other side.
Thank you for watching. We appreciate it. Bye.